Really?
Yeah.
Trump is tall. You don't think like
Trump is a weenie.
Trump is a weenie.
Yeah, Trump. Name 3 bar fights we know Trump done had.
Well, no, he said in an interview with Logan Paul he's never been in a fist
That's
fight.
what I'm talking about. He's a weenie.
So you think if you've never been in a fist fight
As a man,
yeah,
you don't have no physical strength and ability to defend yourself as a man with no weapons. You got to have some kind of skills, or you a weenie.
really?
What if you got a wife and kids, and you can't, and somebody messing with your wife at the restaurant, and you ain't got your gun on you, and you ain't never been punched in the nose? How you know you can take a punch? Talking shit.
Interesting. So you think if someone's never been punched in the face, they're not qualified to be a president?
No. Especially when you got world leaders like Putin. Putin came up in the KGB, early days of it. He's worked his way up through the ranks. And it's documented he have killed people. Trump ain't never killed nobody. We need leaders, the generals of the army and military men to match our world leader. That's why I don't nobody respect our leaders. These are politician men that couldn't play football, wasn't high school jocks, that was nerds and barking like they men to the world. They weenies. You don't have no hand-to-hand comeback skills as a man, but you want to stand before all these other men who are trained mixed martial artists from Kim Jong. Man, they'll kick our ass.
So you would rather have Mike Tyson as a president than Trump?
No, Mike Tyson's stupid. Mike Tyson's stupid. He been hit in the head too many times. So I grew up in the boys' home. In the boys' home, I spent 14 to 21. I think throughout those 7 years, I probably had 20 fights.
Wow.
20 fights. Before then, I was the kid who my cousin say, wait till my little cousin come over here. I'm gonna get him on you. So they bring me over there because I was a brave heart. As a kid, size really don't matter if you're brave.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have the rationale to be afraid when you're brave.
That's true. Yeah,
as a kid.
I agree, fully.
So I was a brave heart. How I got in trouble is wanting to fit in with the older guys. My mom's at work. When I get out of school, my mom's going to work. She worked at General Motors. She worked the night shift.
Got it.
She got dinner on the stove. She giving us instructions. Leave your homework out. Wash them dishes. Don't go outside. Don't answer the door for nobody. I'm going to call at these times. Make sure y'all answer them call. And so when she got home and we didn't do that, she'll wake us up out of our sleep. I thought I told y'all. So she tried to be a disciplinary, but she was a single mother who had to go to work. When she went to work, we outside.
Got it.
With no parental supervision.
In Arlington.
So
who were the older guys you hung out with that taught you some?
My older cousins, my brother's friends. And then once I started gravitating in middle school, because of the culture. So we went from wearing MC Hammer pants.
Yep.
The baggy MC Hammer with the Giorgio Brutini shoes with the gold tips on them. We went from doing that to abruptly from wearing polka dot shirts, silk shirts, pumps in the bunch, bikini draws, to Dickies and Killers now.
That's right.
We abruptly did that.
I remember Dickies. I remember Dickies, Cortez.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's so. I remember 7th grade. I had the elite shoes with fur around them.
Yep.
The Jabot jeans. Summer of I think 1989 when Colors came out, and we got introduced to.
What a great movie.
Man, what a great movie. What a legend movie. When we got introduced to that, it sowed a seed throughout America. Just like Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, Scarface, The Birth of a New Nation, movies like that. Yeah. So that was one of those kind of movies, and children shouldn't have watched it.
Colors.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're saying those movies brought bad habits to good neighborhoods?
The Birth of a New Nation did. That's where the Ku Klux Klan formed from.
Got it.
And got even stronger after that movie. Everybody's too hateful. It ain't just white people, black. Everybody hate everybody. Don't like no. So only thing ain't hating is the things in nature. So I think love's conquer all. There'll be a small group of Americans who really love American and love humans and can appreciate life after all the destruction and disasters they done seen done upon earth based on mankind, and they go live nature-free people like Tarzan.
Who's evil today? If you were to say evil, where's evil coming from?
The Bible says, and I'm just saying what's been quoted, evil exists in high places. High places and high principalities. Evil don't exist among poor people. But some of the most evil things appear to happen down off in poverty. Nah, that ain't evil. Those are conditions and circumstances that have been created not by your choice. Evil exists at the top. Evil gets to decide which military drop bombs. That's evil. The destruction and disaster that these men can cause, and they never touch a battlefield, that's evil. They're sending other people's children, that's evil. If they had to send theirs, they'll think about going to war. If they had to put on a uniform like General George Washington did, get on the goddamn horse and fight with these soldiers, Trump, all of them, they'll stop wars. Now, Putin is the only one that's capable and has the wherewithal to be a soldier. That's why I respect him and I love him. So when I heard Trump and all these other weak politicians talking to a real killer like this man done killed people. Y'all ain't never killed them. Y'all been killing Dura. And he killed callously, cold hard. Them the leaders we need.
Killers?
For the nation. You got killer military. Your generals are killers. You train children to kill. Why can our commander-in-chief of our military be a killer? We need killers running as commander-in-chief. Let the president be vice president, but let a commander-in-chief be a military motherfucker to run this country and lead this country.
This is how it was for a long time.
I know history, and it was great America. Great America.
Meaning, when I say how it was, commander-in-chief was somebody that was in the military. Commander-in-chief.
I thought that's what they meant.
Yeah. Interesting. So you're saying you would prefer a leader at the top.
The sniper over in Iraq. I would prefer him, a person like him that done went over there and fought for this country, killed for this country, lost buddies that died for this country, and come over here and tell us what's best for this country.
You'd rather have that sniper be the president than who we have today?
Yeah. Because he can't lead by himself. He has advisors. He has a cabinet. So he has, man, but yeah, you need a soldier in the White House. You don't need a politician. Let your politician stay in Congress, but your president's supposed to be a soldier. You see what that African president is doing over there, that young brother? That's the kind of, he's a soldier. He's the commander-in-chief. Why do you got a Wall Street boy up there with a wig on? You need a lieutenant or a captain with a bald spot in his head, don't give a damn about a toupee. But he died for this country because he done served it, he done put years in it, he done trained and raised this his country.
I know what he's saying, because a lot of laws can't be passed without going through Congress. So even like someone like that, who doesn't have much experience, like being a politician, it wouldn't matter anyway, because a lot of the Congress would be making decisions. He has people around him to make decisions for him, to help him. So I understand what he's saying.
Country.
It makes sense.
This ain't country, man. Our military supposed to be our presidents and politicians and shit. Man, they go and fight, lose legs and limbs, and come over here and suffer without a voice. For politicians to dictate to them, and they done die, man, no. Should nobody be able to dictate to a soldier who done put his life down on the line? And everybody should handle them with care.
So you prefer Putin over who we have here?
Yeah.
Tell me what you like about Putin.
I like Putin because everybody ain't in Russia. I like Kim Jong because everybody ain't in North Korea. North Korea is about North Korea. Russia is about Russian. America is not about Americans.
America's about what?
Other people's interests. That's why we send money over there. That's why they can come over here and get loans that the average American citizen can't get credit loans. They can come over here and get rights that your blacks have never gotten. They got an Asian hate bill. How that happened? For your black people got them some kind of bill that protects them because they're the number one people who die of gun violence. I ever see some kind of protection around black people because they are dying at a rate almost like the pandemic.
What's the top cause of blacks dying?
Poverty, single parent homes, and the culture. So I wouldn't say the culture. We have a subculture that has superseded our culture. It's a subculture that have superseded the original culture of black people.
Tell me more.
Black people have always pursued education to get out. It was never about sports. So now you got a sports guy who can have an ability to get his education, but he'll leave soon just to go get the money and be broke 5 years after he leaves, statistically wise, without the education. Guess what? He ended up in prison. The single parent motherhood is the number one tool and detriment against the black community. It's not the absent father. The absent father is not around. How can he have an impact? His absence does. But he's more impacted what he sees his mother does and what man she brings in and out the life. How she treats him. So most guys who've been mistreated by their mother grow up to mistreat women. They don't grow up, they fight men. That's the issue they got with dad. But it's a lot of guys got issues with dad and mother because they had a neglectful mother. So he extremely violent. And there's no Boy Scouts program. There's no early childhood training to teach emotional intelligence. Mama frustrated. So what typically does a single mother does when everything is going good and going great, she don't spank the kids as much. Let a new man come into her life, she's a lot more loving and kind. Let things go bad, she's more frustrated, she's angry. You know, so now you get the emotional response. So now she whooping you because how she feel. Yeah. Not off teaching you discipline and correction. Now it's about how, so she's taking it out on the kids. So most guys were abused. Most guys, when we see these violent people, and I've worked on many cases, murder cases, at assisting criminal defense mitigation specialists. What I come to find out, most of these violent guys have been sexually abused. How gangster you think he is? Yeah, most that's where the violence comes from. They're hiding behind extreme violence and aggression. But if he don't get the death penalty, they trying to kill him, he won't ever admit to it. So when you start learning mitigating factors about certain cases, you start to see a parallel and a correlation to sexual abuse, physical abuse, child neglect, and a mother. The mother created Jeffrey Dahmer. It wasn't the father. The mothers create these cold-hearted, callous, seem-to-be children that's coming out of the community. The mother creates that. She gives him the anger. Matter of fact, she gives him the fuel for the abandonment to turn into anger. Because he never heard nothing good about a black man. When he turned on television, a black man had been killed. He watched a Tyler Perry movie, fucked up black man. Everything is so he a little boy trying to reflect. So he get his weight up with his hate, and he pay everybody back when he's bigger.
Charleston, how did the single mother happen? Like if you look back and say, well, it happened after this.
White feminism. White lesbian bitches. Sorry to call y'all bitches, but you get the picture. Yeah, they came and fucked up America's, they fucked up the ecosystem. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea. It ain't no more since feminism. Now you got women want to play quarterback against Tom Brady. Ain't never been the case. Man, I grew up watching Leave It to Beaver. His mama in the house. Now you got high divorce rates from extramarital affairs because you have men and women all in the workplace together. Who fuck more than co-workers? High school people and co-workers. You got a woman at home, every woman got a work boyfriend. She might not be sleeping with him, but they have an emotional attachment. They go out together. She say that's her friend, but they secretly like it. That's her work boyfriend because she never get to see his flaws. She see him dressed up every day, smell good, so this is her ideal man in her mind. She got an internet boyfriend, somebody she like his pictures all the time. A person she listen to. We watching ass and titties. She want to hear something to validate her. Most of us are too busy to validate her emotions. It's not a man's job to validate your emotion. Look in the mirror and validate them yourself so you can come out and be what I need you to be. So the single parent mother home came from feminism. I don't need no man. You got a deal though. Even when y'all get together, y'all can't have the best pleasure without that man's log.
That man's log is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So our women separated from us. They got rights in women's suffrage, 1920. They demanded they demanded to be by themselves. Fought for it, yeah. Now they say they can't find a good man.
Yeah.
Feminism takes away good men.
Okay, so politically,
none of his every time he answers a question like that, it's never really wrong, bro.
You got Trump, you got Obama. What do you think about
wrong.
Obama? How much did Obama do for the black community?
Nothing.
You don't think he did a lot of good for the black community?
didn't do nothing for
He didn't
black
change your life positively, like.
He changed.
But he's black.
He spent 8 years. He spent 8 years giving the homosexual community all of our civil rights. We still need a little bit more. So Dr. King and them fight wasn't for integration. It wasn't really to take the Jim Crow signs down. The initial fight, and it lasted for a while. The initial fight was equal rights and equal protection under the law. The Asians now have equal rights and equal protection because they have an Asian hate bill. You can't do nothing to Asian. The Jews, very well protected. Black Americans, not so. So when I look at Obama, he had an opportunity, but he wasn't raised with a black American. So he don't connect with us. He don't relate to us because he's not a black American. He come from an African man who had a baby with a white woman overseas and raised by his white racist granddaddy and his loving white grandmama. He grew up through our school dating white women. Like, who you date, your mama? Michelle was a political move for him.
You think so?
He would never got elected had he had a white woman. That's why Kamala couldn't get elected. Ain't nobody vote for no black woman with no white man coming from our culture. Each with their own kind. If you want to lead us, each with their own kind. White America would never pick a white. Why you think that boy got kicked out of England with that black woman? You gonna come bring this to our bloodline? No. Nah, man, that's why mama and them said you don't go over there and have no baby with them people. You stay over here. Red birds and bluebirds don't fly together, but they both birds. Each with their own kind. You can't be mad about that. So Obama could not relate to the black American struggle coming from the Nigger slave.
Oh.
He's not a seed of a slave. So why would he cry with us? He wouldn't cry with his people, homosexuals.
Those are his people.
Them his people.
You
Man, them his people.
Stop.
You saw what he, man, listen.
You think?
Yeah, he gave them the world. Yeah, them his people. How you recognize your kind? By their actions. Homosexuals got actions. That's how you know they're homosexuals. He with his kind.
You're saying Barack Obama's gay?
I'm speculating.
What caused
Based on his mannerism. He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George Bush was tough. Andrew Jackson was tough. Every motherfucking body was tough. Except him. Get along, go along kind of. Man, we don't need no president to get along and go along. We damn near need a dictator. So, man, I'm Trump all day because America needed something that it had never had. They needed somebody that wasn't a politician. Couldn't get a soldier. Shit, we got a con man. This man done played all kind of roles. He done been in every role. He done been in every face of every ethnicity in every culture from the 60s to now. From being on Apprentice to dibbling and dabbling with all the hip hops, Don King, Mike Tyson, So man, this man is a black icon to us.
Oh, you're calling not a con man. What do you call a chameleon? Chameleon.
Let me just break this down. A con man is not a crook. A con man is a short term for a confidence man.
Ah, I got what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, they just turn into con. A confidence man.
But even though he's never been in a fight before, you're okay with that. He's still your president.
One time I got asked, could I level a house? Because I'm a confident man. Say, hell yeah, I can level that house. Took me all summer to do it. Could I do it? No, didn't know it was just damn hard. Underpriced myself. But I'm a confidence man, so I believe I can do anything. Man, if you mess with me, I believe I can whoop John Cena. Physically, probably not. But you can't tell this little mind. I can't. As impossible as it seems, I think I can. Man, that's what I tell myself. In any situation.
Who fed this to you as a kid? Were you ever in sales? Were you ever like...
No, the books, the little red caboose.
Which books?
The little red caboose about the train.
That's it?
All the stories that they tell you as a kid. So... Man, I had toys, but I read books because it was a form of traveling as a kid.
This book?
Yeah, I think I can. I've been a little red caboose. So they tell you things as kids. That trick you. Sticks and stone may break my bone, but words will never hurt me. I make myself believe that.
Affirmations.
Man, so you hear sayings and folklores and things that you hold on throughout life from wise people.
Yeah.
There's many stories that children can get out of these kind of books, but now they got gay stuff in books, so kids can't get this kind of inspiration and motivation when they feel like the little bit of red caboose.
Bro, I'm gonna have to spin back on this video, bro. It's a whole 2-hour interview, bro. Usually, if I'm doing something, I play like a long Charleston White interview in like the background while I'm working or whatever. But I think I might post the rest of this, bro. I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna eventually get the rest of this out, bro. He really be like. Here's the thing. Even when he says something that's somewhat outrageous, he always has a reasoning behind it. That's why I feel like you can never be mad at some of the stuff he says. Like at first, it may seem wild coming out of his mouth, but he always has like a good reason for saying it. At least like you can understand why he says it. I be finding myself agreeing with him 95% of the time, bro.
Every crime except rape.
Into my savage like I'm out the egg. We caught a body and still beat the case. Moving too slowly, they switch up the pace.